Australia. It's a word that conjures up images, doesn't it? Vast, sun-scorched landscapes, kangaroos bounding through the bush, and the iconic silhouette of the Sydney Opera House. It's a place that seems, on the surface, quite familiar, a sort of distant cousin to Britain and America, but with better weather and a more laid-back attitude. But I've always found that the most familiar places are often the ones that harbour the deepest strangeness. It's in the quiet corners, the unspoken rules, and the peculiar local customs that you find the real story. And that's what we're here to do, to peel back the layers of this continent-sized nation and have a look at what's really going on beneath the surface. My journey, in a sense, is to try and understand what makes this place tick. It's a country forged in isolation, a grand experiment in human settlement at the very edge of the world. This separation hasn't just created a unique ecosystem of marsupials and monolithic rocks. It's also shaped a unique human culture, a culture that can feel at once refreshingly straightforward and bewilderingly complex. From the corridors of power to the dusty outback towns, from the bustling coffee shops of Melbourne to the subterranean homes of the desert, there are stories that challenge our assumptions about what Australia is and what it means to be Australian. So I invite you to join me on this expedition, not with a map and compass, but with a sense of curiosity. We'll be looking beyond the postcards and the tourist brochures, venturing into the realms of the weird, the wonderful, and the frankly quite baffling. We'll meet the people, explore the politics, and encounter the creatures that make this land so utterly singular. It's a journey into the heart of a nation that's famous for its relaxed disposition, but as we'll soon discover, is also a place of surprising intensity, profound contradictions, and mind-blowing facts that might just change the way you see the land down under. What follows is a collection of observations, a series of snapshots that, when pieced together, form a portrait of a country that is constantly reinventing itself while holding on to a character that is rugged, resilient, and defiantly unique. We'll explore everything from the surprising dynamics of modern romance and the political glass ceilings being shattered, to the strange legacies of its colonial past and the daily negotiations with a sometimes hostile natural world. So sit back and let's begin our exploration of the many paradoxes that lie at the heart of the great southern land. It promises to be a fascinating and, at times, slightly odd trip. One of the first things that strikes you about Australians is their unself-conscious confidence, especially in women. It's more nuanced than the sun-kissed archetype. This confidence comes from self-reliance, valuing practical skills. It shows in their directness and refusal to be defined by expectations. Beauty is pragmatic, favouring natural looks over artifice. This independence and natural aesthetic create a compelling social dynamic, challenging gender roles organically. Australia ranks among the top countries for women holding university degrees. This shift has implications for the workforce and society. In professional settings, women are often as or more educated than men, reshaping power dynamics. Education is a tool for empowerment, securing economic independence. This fuels ambition and provides qualifications to enter male-dominated fields, fostering intellectual achievement. There's a can-do attitude baked into the Australian psyche. Over a third of small businesses are owned by women. It represents a significant portion of the country's entrepreneurial backbone. From tech startups to construction companies to agricultural enterprises, the diversity is staggering. It's a culture where ambition is encouraged. It's a testament to a society fostering an environment where female ambition can flourish. It's a quiet, powerful, and deeply impressive display of independence. Political landscapes are often seen as the final frontier for gender equality. In 2010, Australia made a statement by appointing Julia Gillard as Prime Minister. It resonated far beyond Australia, a quiet but profound signal of change. Australia became the first G20 nation to be led by a woman. Her misogyny speech became a global phenomenon, highlighting the prejudices she faced. Gillard's leadership provided a generation of young women with a powerful role model. It places Australia at the forefront of the developed world's march toward equality. Traditionally, the onus of initiation falls on the man. But here in Australia, that script is being rewritten. Australian women are far less hesitant to make the first move. Whether it's striking up a conversation or sending the first message, the initiative is often shared. It feels like a natural extension of the confidence that seems so prevalent here. It speaks to a broader culture of egalitarianism. It's an attitude that prioritizes honesty and efficiency. Here, directness is appreciated, and confidence is seen as an attractive quality. In my travels, I found that the most revealing aspects of a culture are found in the quiet, personal choices people make. Here in Australia, there seems to be an openness to welcome partners from across the globe. It suggests that love isn't bound by postcodes or passports, resonating deeply within the Australian psyche, particularly among its women. Australian women are among the most open in the world to dating and marrying foreign men. Is it a reflection of the nation's multicultural fabric? It's a modern approach to relationships, suggesting that the best connection might just be waiting on the other side of the world. It's a subtle but powerful statement about a modern nation defining itself on the world stage, one relationship at a time. In the heart of the Australian outback lies Coober Pedy. From the surface, it looks like a Martian landscape, yet beneath my feet lies a thriving community living in dugouts. It's a solution born of extreme necessity, the summer heat. Miners realized the most effective shelter was the earth they excavated. These aren't just caves, they are fully fledged homes. Leaving the heat behind, you step into a world of cool, silent tranquility. The people of Coober Pedy have burrowed directly into its embrace. It's a human adaptation of the most extraordinary kind. The genius of Coober Pedy's underground architecture lies in its beautiful simplicity. There's no complex machinery at work here, no whirring air conditioning units fighting a losing battle against the sun. Instead, the homes rely on the immense thermal mass of the earth itself. The rock acts as a natural insulator, a formidable barrier against the extreme temperature fluctuations of the desert. It's a principle as old as the hills, quite literally. The sandstone absorbs the heat of the day and the chill of the night so slowly that the temperature inside the dugouts remains remarkably stable. It's a beautifully elegant, low-tech solution to a high-tech problem. While the rest of the world grapples with rising energy costs and the environmental impact of climate control, the residents of Coober Pedy have been living in naturally regulated comfort for over a century. During the scorching summer months, when surface temperatures can cook the very ground you walk on, the dugouts maintain a pleasant, consistent temperature, typically around 23 to 25 degrees Celsius. It's a perfect natural equilibrium, achieved without burning a single watt of electricity for cooling, and the system works just as effectively in reverse. The desert winters, though not as extreme as the summers, can still bring a bitter cold, especially at night. Yet inside the dugouts, the same insulating properties of the rock hold in the residual warmth, keeping the living spaces comfortable and cozy. It's a year-round climate control system, gifted by geology. It makes you think about how often modern solutions overcomplicate things when a deeper understanding of the natural environment can offer a far more sustainable and, in this case, effective answer. This constant, stable environment must surely shape the rhythm of life here. There is no hottest part of the day to be endured indoors, no need to crank up the heating on a cold morning. Life unfolds in a state of perpetual spring. It's a testament to human ingenuity, not in the form of inventing new technologies, but in the wisdom of adapting to and working with the existing environment. It's a profound lesson in sustainability, hidden away beneath the scorched red earth of the Australian outback, a quiet reminder that sometimes the cleverest design is no design at all. Experiencing Coober Pedy is entirely possible. It's about descending into the earth, sleeping, eating, and even praying. The town has transformed its unique way of life into its primary attraction. The reality is surprisingly comfortable. The rooms are spacious, the air is still and cool, and there's a profound silence. Coober Pedy offers a full suite of subterranean experiences. You can visit underground art galleries, or even attend a service at one of the town's underground churches. It's a community that has fully committed to its underground identity. The people of Coober Pedy found a way to thrive and share that unique existence with outsiders. Emerging from Coober Pedy's underground world, it's easy to see why filmmakers are drawn to this extraordinary, almost alien landscape. Its stark beauty has made it a prime location for science fiction and post-apocalyptic films like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome and Pitch Black. The environment becomes a character, a canvas for tales of survival. The town's relationship with Hollywood is symbiotic. Film crews bring activity, and the landscape provides a convincing alien world. It adds another layer to Coober Pedy's identity: Opal Field, subterranean community, and movie star. Moving to Australia's social landscape, the pioneering spirit extends to human relationships. A growing conversation challenges monogamy with polyamory, open, honest, consensual relationships with multiple partners. It's gaining acceptance in Australia, emphasizing radical honesty and emotional intelligence. Proponents see it as acknowledging the capacity to love more than one person. It's a choice to construct a different kind of family. Support networks are growing, suggesting a rise in Australians identifying as polyamorous. Challenges remain, including social stigma and legal frameworks. In a country known for its live and let live attitude, it's a fitting place for this exploration. Arriving in Australia, you sense a world operating on different rules. Adrift for 50 million years, the continent became a grand biological experiment. Isolation has led to improbable creatures, evolutionary quirks defying easy categorization. Australia presents an alien landscape of fauna. The ordinary rules of biology seem playfully rewritten. For Australians, these creatures are neighbours. At its heart, it remains an untamed and deeply strange land. Among Australia's strange creatures, the frilled neck lizard stands out. Usually unassuming, it blends into its woodland home. But when threatened, a remarkable transformation occurs. It deploys its frill, tripling its head size in a startling display. Accompanied by a bright gape and hissing, it's pure drama. If the bluff fails, it turns and bolts, fleeing the stage. A philosophy many can relate to: scare first, run later. Australia is renowned for its large creatures, but it's easy to overlook smaller threats. Even the ants demand respect, especially the bulldog ant. It's an aggressive creature. They are equipped with powerful mandibles and a venomous stinger. It can and will sting repeatedly. The pain of a bulldog ant sting is legendary and can last for days. It's ironic that one of the most dangerous animals in Australia is an insect you might step on, a miniature monster that patrols the forest floor. From one creature, we turn to the cane toad. Introduced in 1935 to control cane beetles, it seemed a clever solution, but it backfired. The toads didn't eat the beetles. Instead, they bred and bred. Their toxic skin decimated native predators. The invasion is staggering. From 100 toads, they've swelled to 200 million, a toxic tide, a symbol of ecological disaster. While the cane toad is an unwelcome guest, the giant huntsman spider is a native resident that often causes alarm. Its unexpected appearance can be the stuff of nightmares. Famous for their size and speed, they hunt insects. Despite their intimidating appearance, they're shy and not typically aggressive. Bites are rare and their venom isn't dangerous. Many Australians have a live and let live relationship with them. They often seek shelter in homes and cars, leading to startling encounters. It's a reminder that in Australia, you're never too far from nature. From misunderstood creatures, we move to one that is simply not understood at all: the platypus. When the first specimen was sent to Britain, scientists were utterly baffled. The platypus is a monotreme, a tiny order of mammals that lays eggs. It has a duck-like bill, a sensory organ that detects electrical fields. The male platypus is venomous, with a spur that delivers excruciating pain. The platypus is a testament to the creativity of evolution. Seeing one in the wild is a rare and special experience, a puzzle of nature that continues to fascinate us. In the suburbs of Sydney or Melbourne, you might find yourself amidst a feathered riot, rainbow lorikeets. They descend upon flowering gum trees in chattering flocks, interrupting the suburban peace. It's a raucous affair of motion and sound, with aerial acrobatics. They are perpetually on a sugar high. They arrive, transform the landscape, and take to the sky in a kaleidoscope of colour, leaving behind the memory of their chaotic, beautiful performance. On an island off Western Australia lives the quokka, an icon of happiness. This small marsupial has a perpetually upturned mouth, giving it a gentle smile. It's a smile that has launched 1,000 selfies, turning Rottnest Island into a pilgrimage site. It seems unfazed by the attention, possessing a level of trust that feels naive. Cheerful, approachable, and photogenic. It gives people a reason to smile back. Perhaps there is something to be learned from the quokka. Australia has a deeply ingrained tradition, the ritualistic humiliation of its political leaders on national television. Shows like The Weekly or the work of the Chaser team don't just report on politics. They deconstruct it, satirize it, and hold it up for public ridicule. It's a space where no politician is safe from being turned into a caricature. It's more than just free speech. It's an institutionalized lack of deference. It's a relentless process of puncturing egos, and it seems the Australian public actively enjoys it. It reinforces the idea that, in Australia, no one is above being taken the mickey out of. The court jesters of primetime television will be there, waiting to turn their triumphs and failures into a national punchline. Military history is full of tales of valour and cunning strategies. Then there's Australia's Great Emu War of 1932, a conflict that sounds like a comedy sketch. The Australian military, armed with Lewis machine guns, versus a large flightless bird. 20,000 emus descended upon wheat crops during a harsh drought. The plan: use machine guns to cull the birds and bring relief to the farmers. But the emus' erratic movements made them difficult to hit. The first barrage of machine gun fire was largely ineffective. After several failed attempts, the operation was called off. The emus had won the first battle. Following the military's retreat, the emu problem persisted. The government pivoted to a privatized approach, a tacit admission that conventional warfare was ill-suited for this enemy. A bounty system was established, offering a financial reward for every emu beak turned in. This proved vastly more effective. In 6 months of 1934, over 57,000 bounties were claimed. The bounty system brought the emu population under control. The tale of the Emu War serves as a stark reminder of the clash between human interests and the natural world. It's a complex chapter in Australia's history. Moving to matters of the heart, we find a subtle struggle in rural Australia. A demographic imbalance has led to a steady migration of young people, particularly women, to major cities. This leaves many rural communities with a surplus of single men. International matchmaking services have become a lifeline, connecting them with women from overseas. It's a complex intersection of globalization, technology, and the human desire for connection. For the men, it's a solution to a personal problem. For the women, it's an opportunity for a different future. There are cultural chasms to bridge and language barriers to overcome. It requires a tremendous leap of faith from both sides. In the vast heart of the continent, the search for love can lead people to cross oceans. In the vast Australian outback, men often outnumber women, leading some to seek companionship from overseas. The Australian government has stepped in to protect foreign-born spouses. The prospective marriage visa requires Australian sponsors to undergo background checks, including police clearances. Upon arrival, foreign brides receive information about their rights, domestic violence, and support services. This system acts as an institutional safety net, empowering vulnerable individuals in isolated circumstances. It's a duty of care for newcomers in global relationships. Ghost towns hold echoes of forgotten dreams. Farina, South Australia, was briefly a vital railhead. Wheat fields emerged, but the rain stopped and the dream turned to dust. Walhalla's boom was fueled by gold. As mines were exhausted, Walhalla's lifeblood drained away. The departure was often a mass exodus. Walking through Farina or Walhalla today is like stepping onto an abandoned film set. These towns persist, tended to by volunteers. In Farina, enthusiasts fire up the old bakery. In Walhalla, the old railway lives again. It's the spirit of community refusing to let the story end. In Australia, the hypnotic jingle of poker machines, or pokies, is everywhere. Australians are the biggest gamblers in the world, losing billions each year. The design of these machines is a masterclass in psychological manipulation, creating a state of flow that makes them addictive. Pokies prop up community clubs and fund local amenities, creating a conflicted relationship that Australia seems unable to escape. Christmas in the Northern Hemisphere is defined by tradition. But in sun-drenched Australia, traditions are subverted. It's an inversion of the festive season. The Australian Santa wears board shorts and sunscreen. Carols sing of winter wonderlands, but it's beach towels and backyard cricket. Fresh seafood platters become the centerpiece. The core of the holiday remains family and giving. It's a uniquely Australian Christmas. In many places, coffee is a utility, but in Melbourne and Sydney, it's a culture, an art form pursued with seriousness. The city's laneways buzz with espresso machines and the aroma of freshly ground beans. This is a city that takes its coffee very seriously. The lexicon is specific. Long black, flat white, magic, piccolo latte. Italian and Greek immigrants brought espresso and cafe culture, rejecting bland coffee. Independent cafes thrive, with loyalty to local roasters. It's more than a drink, it's a punctuation mark in the day. The Australian cafe offers connection and respite. It's a culture that slows down for a perfectly crafted flat white. Few sounds are as instantly recognizable as the drone of a didgeridoo. It's a sound that seems to emanate from the very ground beneath your feet. It's not merely a musical tool, it's a storyteller, a ceremonial implement, and a profound link to one of the world's oldest living cultures. Traditionally crafted from eucalyptus branches hollowed out by termites, each didgeridoo is unique. Upon this drone, they layer rhythms, vocalizations, and harmonics, mimicking the sounds of animals, the wind, and the spiritual beings of the dreaming. To the Yolngu people, it is a vital part of their cultural and spiritual identity. It serves as a constant reminder of the deep, ancient history of this continent. Off the coast of Queensland lies the Great Barrier Reef, a sprawling, living metropolis of coral visible even from space. It's an entire world supporting an astonishing density of life. But this fragile ecosystem faces a threat. Rising sea temperatures are bleaching the vibrant corals. The reef is a warning of what's at stake in our changing climate. Scientists and conservationists are in a race against time to protect this wounded giant. In the heart of Australia, the land feels ancient. Rising from the red earth is Uluru, more than a rock. It's a presence, a colossal sandstone monolith that radiates the essence of the outback. For the local Anangu people, this is a sacred living entity. Uluru has a chameleon-like ability to change its appearance. It's a silent performance that happens twice a day. At dawn, it transforms, settling into its familiar ochre red. As dusk approaches, the process reverses, shifting through oranges and reds. It's a reminder that some of the most profound displays on Earth require only the interplay of light and stone. The cartoonish image of Australia is a vast, sun-scorched expanse of red dirt, populated by kangaroos. But Australia is a continent of staggering contrasts. Radically different worlds exist within its borders. In the north, you find the wet tropics of Queensland. Travel south to the Australian Alps, and you find snow-covered mountains. Australia isn't a single monolithic environment, but a mosaic of disparate worlds. To truly understand a place, you have to taste it. Australia presents a pantry that is, in its own way, eclectic. At the heart of this identity is Vegemite. It's more than just a breakfast condiment, it's a rite of passage. One encounters the lamington, a seemingly simple creation. And then there are the biscuits, or bickies. Anzac biscuits, forged not in battle, but for the troops in battle. These aren't just snacks, they are cultural artifacts. Each bite is a connection to a shared history, a shared identity. Handorf, in the Adelaide Hills, feels like a village plucked from Bavaria. The architecture tells a story of a different continent. It's a testament to cultures transplanted thousands of miles from their origin. Bakeries sell Black Forest cake, near vineyards producing Shiraz. Founded by Lutheran migrants fleeing Prussia in the 1830s, they brought their food, customs, and determination. This isn't just a tourist gimmick, it's a living heritage. The town's identity is woven into its German roots. It's a complex mosaic, adding a fascinating layer to the national character. For all its undeniable allure, there's a rather sobering reality that underpins the Australian dream. It's expensive. In fact, it's one of the most expensive places on Earth to live. The sheer, relentless cost of just being here. It's a curious tension, isn't it? There's a sense that this high cost is the price of admission for living in a country so desirable. It's a paradox that sits at the very heart of the modern Australian experience. It's the unspoken footnote to the postcard image of life down under. And so my journey through Australia comes to a close. It's a country that seems to defy easy categorization at every turn. A place where you can find a slice of 19th century Germany nestled in the hills, where the cost of living is as high as the sky is wide, and where the military once declared war on a flightless bird and somehow lost. It's a land of profound contrasts, of ancient landscapes and modern anxieties, of creatures that seem designed by a committee of surrealists, and of people who face it all with a signature laconic wit. To understand Australia, you have to embrace its contradictions. You have to accept that this is a place where the world's happiest animal will pose for a selfie, just miles from where some of the deadliest snakes reside. Thank you for joining me. The real Australia is out there, vast and full of even more surprises, waiting for the next curious traveller to come and try to make sense of it all.